I don't really feel that much pressure because either way, I'm going to get paid if I find a good movie or a bad one. I've always wanted to work with David O. Russell. I mean, he's probably been my favorite director since I started watching movies or watched one of his movies. So that was a really easy decision. I just really wanted to work with him.
You know, it's interesting because yes, this movie in a way is about people who struggle with certain emotional issues that are bigger than the average issues. What interests me is not only how they're like us and how they have to find their way, but also how they're just bigger versions of us. You know, it's just, you know, so I've had personal experiences with this. Mr. De Niro, who couldn't join us today, has had personal experiences with this and his family. That was something we wanted to do. So that's definitely a big motivation in the story, to take off the stigma, you know? And that's a great thing for a filmmaker, to have something that's charged, like radioactive, that people are scared of. That provokes reactions in people, as these two characters do in every home they visit, you know. And they're two of my favorite kinds of people because they inevitably tell the truth, unvarnished, bluntly. They're very often right. It's not comfortable. They can be tagged as outsiders or weirdos, but they turn out to be some of the sanest people in the movie.
Well, like any mother, the thing you want is for your kid to be happy, and you meet Bradley Cooper and you just adore him. And when he was in such anguish, all I cared about was getting him better. I was more overawed with being Mr. De Niro's wife than Brad's mother.
You know, the goal is to get to a place where you believe everything you're saying, and it's coming from, you know, from deep. So you actually hear your voice, and it feels the way when you're talking normally. But that may be with an accent, depending on what work you've done. But to get to that place, so in order to get to that place, you know, it's a myriad thing. It's your imagination. It's finding things in myself, people that I know. You know, it's always different things. But just hopefully getting to a place where you actually just believe exactly what you're saying, so that you don't have to act.
Once again, David O. Russell, because once I go too far, David like, don't do that. Do this, you know. So that's the privilege of working with a great director. And you know, a lot I didn't know. And comedy is a lot when you don't know. When you say something and people say, "What? What did he just say?" So it was right up my alley, the part.